How do I start this video? Dress forms. That's my intro. Dress forms, like, game changer. Before I had a dress form, I don't even remember before I had a dress form. It's been so long. With a dress form, it becomes so much easier to fit your clothes, to do mock-ups, pattern, to drape your fabric, or just, look at it from across the room every time you walk in. You're like, yeah, I'm making something over there. So, mannequins are mostly, like, aesthetic, usually have the whole thing going on. They're the ones that the verdict is still out for where they stand morally, like whether or not they're still gonna kill us in our sleep one day. These are not really for dressmaking so much as just displaying finished pieces and murder. Vintage dress forms can be a really good find if you can find them in good condition. They're usually really well made. They have an iron base and are usually adjustable. I have one, I think, from the 1920s, and it's not doing great. Display forms. Probably the most common thing you'll see as soon as you type in dress form to Google. They're pretty inexpensive. Well, there goes my chair. The downside is that they're not always adjustable. They're very limited in size and proportions. You get small, medium, large. That's it. Those are your choices. And pinning them, you've only got that one layer of linen or cotton or whatever it is. You can't just stick your pins into the form. Now, if you're in the market to find like your perfect dress form, you're gonna want to look at professional dress forms. There's a wider selection of measurements that will closer fit your size. Dude! They don't come in dog sizes. There's ones that have individual parts that you can adjust with a dial to get precise measurements, like the Singer dress forms. Some are fully pinnable like a voodoo doll. And I shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to creep myself out. My personal favorite has been the professional dress form from the Shop Company. So this has an iron base, it's got removable arms, and the height is adjustable by foot pedal, and it has a skirt cage, which is the first one I've had like that, and I like it a lot. I still have a dress form with legs. It's too much competition, and that way they can't get up and walk. Speaking of the dress forms moving around, this one has wheels. Like, I didn't know that was an option. A dress form on wheels is like finding out your dress has pockets. Like, I just finished reorganizing my studio so that all of my shelves are on wheels, my studio work table is on wheels, my cat's on wheels. It just fit. Everything's on wheels. Wheels on wheels. So, if for whatever reason none of those options work for you, there's a lot of different tutorials out online. Most of them involve duct taping yourself. Like, you put a pillowcase over your body and then you cut yourself out of the duct tape. Probably have someone around to help you with this. And then you tape it back up and stuff it with cotton. From there you can cover it in fabric to help make it pinnable, because the adhesive on the tape is going to really mess up your pins if you don't. Also, if you plan on making like head things, you can swap out the top of one of your dress forms and stick a styrofoam head on top of like the wooden or metal pipe it comes with. And there you go. You got a creepy floating head stand to help with your wigs or headpieces. So hopefully you've learned some things about dress forms. Keep them in a closed room and don't die. Bye! Also, you can use my code on Singer.com to get 15% off.